What's going on, guys? I hope you're doing well. I want to make a video today just about what's been going on the last 2 weeks. I haven't made a video and I really do like putting out content and creating different things, whether it be blog post or video. Yeah, the reason I've been really busy is because I've been placing a bunch of new orders for my products, and what's cool is a couple videos ago I had talked about one of my products had started to succeed. Like the sales had picked up, and this was a new product, so it had just launched, and I was consistently selling like 10 to 15 units a day, which is what I try to hit for a new product. So everything was good, I thought it was great, but what happened was the product turned out to be a piece of shit. I've had so many customer returns, so long story short, I sold out of that product, stopped selling it, so I'm not selling that product anymore. But meanwhile, I had already been researching another product, and that launched in mid-April, and that absolutely took off. So once again, the research I'm doing is working. The other products that I have also have taken off, because I've talked about how they're seasonal, and as things are warming up in the US, sales all around are picking up. So that being said, I've hit like multiple $1,000 days on track. Well, I'm gonna run out of inventory actually today, but I'm on track to do about $30,000 this month. So like averaging about $1,000 a day in sales, which is great. But the point of this video is just to talk about kind of what I've been going through the last 2 weeks, and how I've been working through everything from managing the store as well as reordering inventory for all my products so that I don't keep running out of stock. And then also the difficulties with remaining in stock and not having enough capital to repurchase inventory, which has been a fun headache for me. So the thing that has been the most time consuming, usually every time this is the most time consuming, is negotiating with suppliers for new orders. I have to draft up, first there's the negotiation, telling them like I need a quote for this amount of units, and then there's a little bit back and forth trying to get the pricing to, you know, what is acceptable to me. And then eventually I ask them to create a pro forma invoice that they send me. It has everything that we've agreed upon. I then take that and I draft up a sales agreement with basically all of the terms, making sure that they're producing the right number of things, the right colors, all the correct dimensions, basically all the boring stuff that you have to make sure that is agreed to in written form. And then I sign that, they sign it, and then they can begin. They create the order in Alibaba, I pay, and then they can begin. This takes quite a bit of time, and it's because I do everything myself right now. So this is something that I'm probably gonna outsource in the future. But right now I have the time to do it, and I'm not at a level where I want to start paying people yet. I'm trying to at least get a little bit more consistency and then see if it's worthwhile. Well, I know it's worthwhile, but I want like, you know, 3 or 4 months of consistent sales, and then that's probably when I'll start to outsource that. And then the second thing is capital. So it just so happens that I had to reorder a bunch of stock all at once, and it's hard to come by enough cash to be able to do that, because the tricky thing is, like, say you order 500 units and you're selling like 30 a day, and you're like, okay, well, I'm gonna sell out in less than 3 weeks. So like you're immediately putting an order in, but you need to order like 1,000 units. So I mean, that's your payments are still sitting in Amazon, but you need the capital now to buy double what your initial order was. And it's like, where do you get that money? So it's just funny, because like right now I'm making more money than I've ever made in my life. I'm making more than I had in my office job in New York City. Yet I am the most cash poor and highly leveraged I've ever been in my life. So the point of this is, so the point of that is, what I'm doing is incredibly risky. I have taken out, right now I'm basically buying all my inventory on credit cards. Luckily I have really good credit scores, so it's not hard for me to get a credit card, and I've been applying for like interest-free credit cards. But it's a little nerve-wracking because if anything goes wrong with the business, my account gets suspended. That inventory is locked up and those payments are locked up. So it is a risky business. There are people who are selling on Amazon, and they have YouTube videos where they're posting like themselves with like Lamborghinis and stuff, and that is bullshit. Because if you're making you're making 7 figures on Amazon a year, that means that you have literally hundreds of thousands of dollars invested in inventory, and it takes time to build up to that, and especially if you're just reinvesting profits. So I just wrote a blog post recently about like how a lack of capital really can be a pain in the ass because it's impossible to grow. So people have said like, why don't you reach out and get money from people, and that's totally possible. Like I can get money. It's actually not too hard to get money, especially when you have a successful business. People will be willing to lend you money. What I've realized is that back from my finance classes, if you're too highly leveraged and you can't make those debt payments, you can go bankrupt just like that. So at some point, I kind of have to steady the growth because with this new order, so this one product took off. I doubled the order amounts, and then I'm launching 2 other products at the same time. So I kind of just have to see where these go without trying to launch too many products at once, because if you have too much debt and you can't make those payments, you could still be making like $10, $20, $30,000 a month in profit and still be cash flow negative. So that's kind of the situation I'm in now, and I'm just looking forward to the summer, and because I know all my products are very summer oriented. So I'm just trying to have enough stock to make it through to make it through that season, and I'm just excited to see what potential I can do with my store. But yeah, so I mean, I'll cut to my dashboard, my Amazon dashboard, just to show you guys. There's people who will be like, you're full of shit. So I'll just show you a couple of stats on my store real quick, and you guys can take a look at that. Alright guys, so here's just a look at my dashboard. I don't have a screen capture, so this is as good as it's gonna get. As you can see, today was over $1,000 day. I've had a good number of these in the last few days. I'll just show you the last 7 days. Let's go back to May 3rd and hit apply. So you can see last 7 days, $8,221. Yeah, there's my proof, and that is for anyone who actually cares about that stuff. All right, let's go back to the video. Yeah, so that is what I've been doing the last month. But as I said, I'm gonna go to stock soon, so that's gonna go down and then hopefully pick back up once I get back in stock, as well as launching 2 new products at the same time. So I know I've just been blabbering on. It's tough to like contain all my thoughts about this, but I wanted to make something and just share what has been going on the last 2 weeks with my store. Going forward this month, what I've got planned, I'm going up to the north to visit a factory for one of my products, and then I'll be going to Shanghai to visit a friend for a few days. I haven't been to Shanghai yet, so very excited for that. And then in June, I'm going back to the US for 3 weeks to visit family and take care of some things there. And then, yeah, just grinding away, One thing that I wanted to say is like, it's exciting to be having some success with Amazon, but there's no time there's no time to waste being excited about what's happening. It's just like it's so risky because like all of the eggs are in one basket, and I know how easily it can be taken away. So I'm just trying to stay focused and keep building and doing everything right that I know how to do for the time being, and build while I have momentum. because I know in an instant, you know, it can all go away. So that's always in the back of my mind. Just keep pushing, keep building, and I know if things keep going like this, then I can have a really successful year, and hopefully more years to come after that. So I hope you guys liked the video. I hope you guys got something out of this or thought it was interesting. If you did or you didn't, leave a comment below. Either way, I would really enjoy that. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, guys. And that's it. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.